Medicine has changed significantly since World War II, but the role of the modern female medic is essentially the same, to provide the best care to injured soldiers as quickly as possible.
Okay, I am all packed. My bag is still just underweight, so again, as long as my scale is accurate within about a half kilo, I should be okay. It's all back into my 3 bags. I've just got my phone and my water bottle out. The water bottle I'll ditch at the airport before security. I'm tired. It's about 10 to 10. I've been up since about 7:15, so I am tired. I was up until about midnight watching 24 hours in the A&E because we don't have that in the States. I think BBC America, they used to air it. I don't know if they still do, but I don't have that cable channel. So slept okay, woke up at 2 and then managed to go back to sleep until 7 and managed to wake up. I think my nerves, I get so nervous on the days that I travel. Like, I don't want to oversleep. I don't want to be late. I need plenty of time. So woke up just fine, got dressed into my travel clothes, which are very comfy. So I've just kind of been finishing up packing, lounging around. Can't eat breakfast because I can't eat. I had some orange juice with my vitamins, and I just had a little fruit strip from Whole Foods that I brought with me. But I've got stuff in my bag for later, and I'll probably grab something at the airport. So my taxi won't be here for at least, I'm hoping it gets here a little early. The front desk guy said that they do usually get here ahead of the time that you state. So I ordered it for 10:30, but I'm gonna head down there at like 10:10, 10:15, so like another 20 minutes. So I'm really just waiting now. So everything's packed, everything fits, everything, trash is all confined and ready for housekeeping to come and clean the room. I've left the tip for the room. I need to do one last final check, but I'm pretty sure I've got everything. But one last check of all the drawers and the closet and stuff like that. So then I'll be off. I'm not ready to leave, but I never am. But I'm also starting to get a little bit anxious, and it's that feeling of if I have to leave, I just want to be home right now. Like, I wish I could teleport myself. That would be so much easier. That would solve a lot of problems too. If I could just teleport myself back and forth, I wouldn't have to live here. I could just visit easily and cheaply. I'll keep you all updated and take you along on the travel with me. This is kind of sad. I hate the last full day is always sad, but I hate the last morning because I fly in the middle of the day, so I have to leave in the morning for the airport, so there's not enough time to go out and really do anything. So it's kind of knowing that London is all out there and I can't enjoy any of it. My time is done. Oh well, I'm gonna stop being so sad on here about it. I'm gonna check the room one last time, make sure I've got everything, and yeah, head down to the lobby in a bit and wait for my taxi. you can hear me. I'm through security. I've had a snack, I've had a wander, bought a couple things, bought a couple books, and that was about it. Oh, I bought some stuff at W.H. Smith, some magnets for gifts, and a magazine that came with a nail polish. So I will show you that when I do the hauls, which will be coming very soon after this vlog goes up. I'm tired. I've got another 5 minutes, 6 minutes before they list my gate, so I'm gonna get up in a second and start wandering towards the display just so that I can go when it comes on. I'll have an hour before the scheduled departure, so I've got time to get down to the gate and go to the bathroom down there. So yeah, almost time to leave London. I feel like by the time I get to Heathrow I have left London, even though it's still technically in London. It just feels like I'm not in London anymore. So, especially once you get through security, you're in this nebulous neither here nor there. You're not at your destination yet, but you're not in your point of origin anymore. So, I'm not in London, but I'm not back in Phoenix yet. Anyway, I'm rambling. Yeah, so almost time. Flight anxiety is at a minimum, I think, because I'm so tired, but I'm hoping it stays that way. I'm also hoping it's not a super full flight. That made a huge difference on the flight over here, so fingers crossed. We'll see. I'm back home, I guess. Back in Arizona. And it just feels so weird. It just feels like the last 2 weeks have just been a dream. Yeah, it's so hard to explain. Yeah, so this morning after I talked to you guys, I got to the airport. I talked to you briefly at the airport. They put my gate up at about 1:35, so I hustled down to the gate because it was one of the further ones. Then I got randomly selected for additional security screening, which I was kind of prepared for because the US has been cracking down on large electronics, laptops, tablets, that sort of thing. So I was prepared for something like that. But then at regular security, it was fine. I just flew right through. Didn't get pulled over, but they were doing it at the gate. So that went fine. They had to swab my stuff twice because the first one, the reading came back not quite right. But then it was just fine. So got everything packed back up because they made me take everything. Not everything out, but like my laptop, my tablet, my Olympus pen. I had to take my shoes off. I had to open up my bags, my 2 carry-on bags. It was just so much fun. Then we boarded. I got lucky again. It wasn't a super full flight. I had the middle seat open, and the guy on the aisle was a nice young guy. Said he turned 24 this past week. So I told him happy birthday. His name's Connor. He's a very nice guy. Very sweet, very friendly, very accommodating. If I needed to get up, it was absolutely no problem, and just exactly what you want out of a row partner, row mate. And it was nice to have that extra space in between us open because it just meant we both had a little bit of extra leg room. So that was really good, especially because the people in front of us really wanted to put their seats back. And the guy in front of me was annoyed. I got annoyed. He put his seat back right away, and thankfully the flight attendant during the dinner service asked him to put his seat back up so that I could eat my dinner. But then he promptly put it back down once dinner was cleared. But because they had the middle seat open too, he had his seat cranked back, but then he was laying down across the 2 seats, so like he wasn't even reclined in it. And then a little bit later in the flight, and like it's fine because I was watching a movie, but it was still kind of annoying because it means the screen is like right in my face. And then later I noticed he'd sat back up, but he was in the middle seat, and the seat in front of me was still reclined back. Well, he'd left the armrest pushed up from when he was laying across it, so I just reached forward and pressed the button and pushed the seat back forward. Gave myself an extra few inches. Oh, it's just one of those, like, everyone has a right to recline their seat and get some sleep, but there's a nice way to go about doing it. You know, you put your seat back slowly. You don't just flop it back. Because if I'd been reaching forward to get something, it would have hit me in the head. And you definitely don't put your seat back until after the meal service is done. And, you know, on a long haul flight like this, you know, they serve the meal service and then they usually turn out the lights, and they did, so that people who want to sleep can sleep. That's when you put your seat back. Anyway, so because I had the seat in front of me so far back, it was nice to have space to the side to move, so I was glad that there was that empty seat. The flight was smooth. There really wasn't any bad turbulence. I think there was one moment the captain put the seatbelt sign back on, but it wasn't even really that bad. And then as we were starting to come in towards landing, it was feeling a bit shaky as we were kind of making our descent, but then that went away. The landing wasn't the smoothest, but it also wasn't the roughest I've had, so it was okay. But we'd been an hour delayed leaving, so we were an hour late arriving. And then it takes a while to get off the plane because I was sitting near the back. Then there's going down the line to the passport check. And then also, you know, I got so used to everyone, you know, in the UK, everyone's so polite and no one really yells. And I get down to the passport check at Sky Harbor and there's a woman directing everyone and she's just yelling. And so like right as I'm coming up next to her, she just yells out again, "Visitors this way, US citizens this way." And just like I'm right next to her and oh, it was just, really? Could you stand? So got through all that, got my bag. It took a while for my bag to get off. And my mom was waiting for me. So mom was there. It's very good to see her. Anyway, so mom got me, finally found her car because she couldn't quite remember where she'd parked because she'd had to repark a couple times. And she drove me home, helped me carry my bags upstairs. Oh, I miss the weather already. It's just, it wasn't too bad outside when I got home. During the day it's going to be warm, and I was so warm just going through the airport still wearing my sweater with my long sleeve shirt underneath and my boots. So I haven't unpacked. I just pulled some stuff out just because I needed it. But I'm just exhausted. I'm so exhausted. It's 11, which means it is 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock in the UK. So I have been awake for about 23 hours. Yeah, I'm exhausted. Tomorrow I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep in for as long as my body will let me. So that's London. That's the London vlogs for late 2017. They will all be linked at the end of this video in a playlist should you want to go back and relive them from the beginning. You can also go into the playlists on the channel and find the London vlogs from last time. By the time you're watching this one, I'll have been home for a few days and hopefully will have been commenting and watching and catching up on some of your videos. You can also be expecting the hauls soon. The hauls will be coming soon. But this is the end of the London vlogs, so I hope you've enjoyed them. I've had a blast. It's just been so much fun. If you liked this vlog, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And subscribe if you are not subscribed. Say hi in the comments. If you made it to the end, put cozy blanket in the comments, because I am back snuggled up. I have missed this blanket. No joke, I really have. So I'm back snuggled up in my favorite cozy blanket. So put cozy blanket in the comments. I really need to go because I can't string together coherent sentences. So I will see you all very soon in the next video, whichever one that happens to be. But I will see you then. Okay, I'm gonna be with my cozy blanket and go to sleep. Goodbye.